How did America rise from a vast land wilderness to be one of the world's most dominating superpowers? It's because we embraced science with open arms, allowing us to develop some of the greatest innovations in science and technology that the world has ever seen.
When the population embraces public health and science, good things can happen.
Our nation's scientific expertise is one of our greatest assets. However, in today's 21st century, when making decisions about issues rooted deeply in science, the facts have become increasingly neglected or challenged by our political leaders in what seems like an all-out war against science.
So Obama's talking about all of this with the global warming and that, and a lot of it's
Twenty 2020 appears to be the warmest year on record. That's according to NASA data.
There's really no scientific question about this. We know that humans are causing climate change.
We've known about the negative and harmful impacts of climate change for a long time. So I think our present climate crisis is a result of limited action and inaction at some points in history over the last 20 to 30 years.
The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord.
I think for many years, the US was very much an outlier in sort of giving an honored place to skepticism versus science in some kind of co-equal way, that they're somehow comparable.
It's really odd in my mind that we cannot get even the two parties in Congress to agree on the facts. I mean, it's just the numbers.
The day two politicians are arguing about whether science is true, it means nothing gets done. Nothing.
Congress has not passed a major new environmental law in 30 years.
Republicans, Democrats, what have you, there's going to be divergent opinions, and that's why we have a political system to make decisions about how to deal with it. But the fact is, we have a problem to deal with, and I think it's long past time where we run away from the problem and just pretend it doesn't exist, and then the problem gets worse and worse.
I do believe that there will be a point where even all political parties will have to admit that we have had climate change that is dangerous. Whether or not it is actually a natural occurring event, it's a main threat to our lives.
Science and economics are put on opposite ends and are made to seem like they're opponents, which is not the case.
What will be most expensive is if we lose this battle against climate change, and the costs for that are insanely high.
When you have over 90% of the world's scientists stating that climate change is occurring and that humans play a contributing role, it's time to defer to the experts.
Viruses can be scattered with each particle of saliva and mucus.
Pandemic is not a word to use lightly.
If we look at what has happened with the COVID-19 virus, there just isn't any trust placed in science.
There's been an attempt to deliberately sow doubt or mistrust in scientific evidence and expertise, and that effort has made us less safe.
Having things like wearing masks be politicized is so cruel.
If I'm asking people to wear face coverings, I should have on a face covering myself.
It's irresponsible. It's the difference between ruling and governing. When you rule, it's all about me, right? When you govern, it's about stewardship.
We've seen the importance of having responsible leadership is literally, in the case of COVID, about life and death.
I don't think you're the end all. I don't think you're the one person that gets to make a decision.
I have never made myself out to be the end all and only voice in this. I'm a scientist, a physician, and a public health official. I give advice according to the best scientific evidence.
What will it take for people to recognize that a community of scientists are learning objective truths about the natural world and that you can benefit from knowing about it?
Having science as a part of policy and decision making is a very important part of how we run society and how we run government.
Science is absolutely crucial. It's the building block of getting to truth. And if we don't have truth, we're never going to have, good policy.
I think sometimes there's a failure to act when there's scientific uncertainty, but there's uncertainty about everything. And so I think it's important to acknowledge that there are some things that science doesn't know right now, but there are a lot of things that science does know.
Yes, I do believe that they have failed. And if they did not fail, we would not be having this interview right now.
If we reject science, we're running blind. We won't know where we're going or where we should be going.
So as our message to the new president, Congress, and future government leaders to come, we ask that you let science speak, preserving our informed democracy, because that's how America moves forward.